Yes, it is true that we've had DEI in the sky. Now, I'm not going to say that's what caused this accident, but it's a perfect time for us to examine this. And no, it was not created or started by Joe Biden. I wish everyone would leave Joe Biden alone and let him relax in his diaper on the beach somewhere. The guy's been a puppet. It's horrible. I kind of feel bad for what the Democrat Party did to him. This all kind of started, this DEI and air traffic control, under the Obama administration. In fact, it's been ongoing in the court since 2012, 2013 era. I've got a bunch of questions from the biographical assessment test that they would give people before they would hire them at the FAA. You can see here that answering that science was your worst score gave you 15 points towards getting hired, while any other was 0 points. If you played 4 or more sports in high school, it was 5 points, and descending down from there. And then, as you see here, the high school grade I most often received was an A is 5 points, a B is 4 points, a C, go fuck yourself, 0 points, D or lower, we'll still give you a point. If you're too stupid to remember, we'll still give you another point there. Now, this all seems kind of weird and doesn't make a lot of sense, but it will when I get finished explaining all this. The number of months I was unemployed during the 3 years immediately before applying to this job. This one seems weird, right? 0 is 6 points, 1 to 2 is 10 points, 3 to 4 is 0 points, 5 to 6 is 8 points, 7 or more is 4 points. Like, it doesn't really make sense if you're looking for a good employment history. Why is 7 or more 4 points, but 3 to 4 months off in the last 3 years 0 points? My peers would probably say that having someone criticize my performance, i.e. point out a mistake, bothers me, and the correct answer is much more than most. That's 10 points. Mind you, having a pilot's license is 2 fucking points, but being offended by criticism or correction in your behavior is 10 points. And the reason a lot of these don't make sense is on purpose, because in addition, one news network reported after a 6-month investigation that an FAA employee who was a member of the Black Coalition of Federal Aviation Employees was leaking biographical assessment answers to student members of the NBCFAE. Now, the D.C. tower, the closest airport, has been understaffed for years, being nearly a third below targeted staff levels. And that's crazy that they're so understaffed, considering they're currently being sued for throwing out air traffic controller applications based on their race. Now, this was published in April of 2024. Lawsuit uncovered FAA discriminates in hiring, rejecting over 1,000 qualified air traffic controller applicants based on race. Obama era, stop fucking blaming Biden, FAA implemented biographical tests favoring diversity over skills, ignoring highly qualified candidates from CTI program. Minority candidates given unfair advantage through buzzwords and irrelevant questions, while qualified CTI graduates were passed over. And this is from the FAA's website. I'm sure they've scrubbed this by now, but targeted disabilities are those disabilities that the federal government, as a matter of policy, has identified for special emphasis in recruitment and hiring. They include hearing, vision, missing extremities, partial paralysis, complete paralysis, epilepsy, severe intellectual disability, psychiatric disability, and dwarfism. And yes, this makes perfect sense to me, because if I'm in the sky with my family, the person I want on the ground making sure that another plane does not crash into us and kill us all in a fiery accident is an epileptic, insane, mentally retarded, paralyzed midget, otherwise known as the average government employee.